Have you guys ever felt like you were super excited for an announcement and you were excited to work on a project or something along those lines where you were just so excited about it for a while, and then the announcement comes, you do a couple of things for said project and it just fizzles out. You don't feel ready to do it. Well, that's how I felt recently with this month's or this year's Inktober listings. I mean, they were great, but even with Swordtember, I felt like that had a better listings to boost my creativity, even just a little bit. But is that the main reason for me to give up on Inktober this year? I mean, looking at the list, there wasn't a lot to it that boosted my creativity in it at all. Like, I'm looking at it and that kind of puts a damper on me trying to do Inktober. And I've done Inktober avidly for the past 5 years. I may have not finished, where it's been a couple of days or maybe 5, like every year, but the most I've done is all 31. And I did that consistently for the past couple years, but this year I just looking at the list and I don't see it grabbing my attention. It's a lot of scenery stuff. It's a lot of in detail stuff in my head that I'm like, that would take me longer than my current work projects to work on, and I need to get those taken care of. I mean, giving some examples, there's exotic, binoculars, which is adventurous. There's journal, which is kind of adventurous. Guidebook, which is kind of goes in tandem with binoculars. Drive, another adventure one. And I feel like they did Drive before. And I mean, you can reuse stuff. And there's camera and navigator. It seems like this is much of an adventure book, how to do adventure books drawings, or a prompt list for that, instead of an Inktober prompt list, which with all that, it gives me like, oh, I gotta do full sceneries for all these. So that's where my ideas were coming from, is those specific insights. Even with all of these time constraints that I have to work on Inktober, I'm still doing daily drawing. I'm not doing art. I'm not making stuff. I'm not being creative. I'm not doing any of that. I am actually being creative on a daily. I'm working on my art. I'm trying to keep time for my hobbies that aren't super creative but give me a revitalization for things. So I think it was because none of these prompt lists that I've seen for Inktober this year helped me figure out what I was going to draw every day. I had my own creative flow. I was able to figure things out. I still am doing my own drawings, but I'm not stuck on the prompt list, which I feel is what the prompt lists were there for. They were to help those that struggled with being creative and used those hashtags to maybe get some help with boosting their profiles. So I did try checking out some other prompt lists that were out there, seeing what other avenues I could take, if there was anything that caught my eye or what could help me be a little bit more creative. And there was some that helped me keep to a good flow, but I felt weird even thinking about tagging them as Inktober pieces, because those didn't have the Inktober thing. And then, you got that tag and then people were like, that's not the prompt list. And it felt weird. So I stopped. I'm doing my own creative thing with my digital work and keeping up with all that, but it's not on a daily thing, and it's when I can, so I'm not super concerned about it like I felt like I used to. Now, I'm not explaining this for, those of you that, come to me for advice or to come to me for entertainment as an artist. Things like that. I'm saying all of this because I want you guys to know where I'm at when it comes to Inktober. I do think getting a prompt list and drawing for that prompt list is a great way to get mileage and help you so that you can jumpstart your thinking process when it comes to being an artist with all these different ideas that are going through your head. You can draw whatever you like. You can open up whatever you like. And it's helpful. And I mean, there are hundreds of different prompt lists out there for Inktober. And it's a bit overwhelming. But that is the cool thing about prompt lists, is they're there to be prompts. They're not there to force your idea into anything. They're not there to be the exact thing you're supposed to do. We are not robots to just spit out what prompt lists say we have to spit out. They're given to help us improve our creativity, to help us get into a good drawing habit and get addicted to drawing frequently. And that's kind of where I'm at when it comes to this whole Inktober thing and what's going on. So I'm not super concerned about it, but I think I'm in a good spot with my art to be helpful. I am working on a few bigger projects and so forth, but I definitely think that I'm in a good spot. So this was just a video to explain why I'm not doing Inktober, and it's not because it's not, moral. It's not because don't have time. It's mainly because I feel like I'm okay. I don't need it to rely on it as much as I used to. And I hope that you guys can get to that point just as much as I did. And thank you so much for watching this video, honestly. And if you do, let me know in the comments what your thoughts are about Inktober or what's going on with it. And what is your favorite spooky show, or what's your favorite thing to watch in Halloween? That would be awesome to hear. I would love to hear that. Remember to subscribe, like this video, and check out this video here. And I'll see you guys again next time. Bye!